Hey guys, good morning and happy Monday after spring break. I apologize for the late post today. That storm this morning left us with some pretty significant roof damage and no power. So this is the first time I've been able to access my computer all day. So what I want to show you today is formatting your Works Cited page. I would really recommend doing it on a doc, or at least working on it as you go on a doc, and then just copying and pasting it into your slides presentation when you're ready to submit. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've certainly titled this doc because it's easier to find. You would not even imagine, or you can't even imagine, how many people turn things in called report. And I just wonder how many things are titled report in their Google Drive that they think they've lost something when it's actually just not named. So I would definitely title it. Also titled it on the doc itself, it is works cited. Can't be bibliography, can't be citations, can't be sources, nothing like that. And it is, of course, in Times New Roman 12. Okay. Here's one of the articles that I'm choosing to use in my for my project. And here is easybib.com. Okay, remember, just easybib.com. We've used this now on several occasions, so this really truly should be just a refresher for you. You'll have to pardon the slow speed of my internet. Looks like it's just waking up. All right, EasyBib gives you two options here. You can check your paper or you can create citations. Please select Create Citations. Website, book, journal are the three choices that are highlighted only because they're the most frequently used. All right, but we're using a newspaper, and I realize that it's not a physical newspaper, but it's an online newspaper. You're still going to have that option once you choose newspaper. So please make sure you're choosing the correct source. Now, that first tab says in print, online, or online database. We're not using a database. That would be something that you would go through like the Media Center portal through. And of course, it's on an in-print paper, so we're going to go ahead and choose online. It was published directly online. CNN doesn't offer a paper version that gets delivered. The newspaper article, the article title. Okay, so now I'm going to have to do a lot of back and forth. In shutting out threat, seniors in retirement communities feel isolated. I'm going to copy that, go back here, oops, paste it. Asking for my author. So everything that's in yellow or orange, depending on how you're seeing it, that needs to be filled out. Judith Graham, it looks like, is my author. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. Judith Graham. Oh, the husband just snuck in here. Okay, site or newspaper title, it is CNN. Okay, the publisher, the sponsor is typically the same entity, especially when it's CNN because it's such a large entity. URL, that's what a lot of people put in for their citations, but that is not a citation by itself. Okay, the URL is only a part of the citation. So please copy and paste it in there. When was it published? Okay, it was published Monday, April 13th, 2020. That just so happens to be today. Likely all of the sources that you look won't necessarily be today. So you'll definitely need to make sure that you're looking. Okay, and then everything that's required that's in orange is filled out. So I hit complete citation. It's going to say, give us a second. And right here in just a second, you will see my whole citations list. So this entire citation, copy bibliography citation, is what I want to include on my Works Cited. So I've copied it. I'm going to hit enter and left align again, paste it. Now you'll notice it doesn't have hanging indentations like it did when we saw it formatted in EasyBib. See, this is a hanging indentation. See how the very first line is not indented and every line thereafter is? That's called a hanging indentation. And typically when we write essays, we do the opposite, right? We indent the first line and everything thereafter is not indented. So we're just doing the opposite of that. Now that's kind of a difficult thing to do. And I never really learned the correct trick for doing that. So I go to the end of my line, I hit enter and tab, then I go to the end of the next line, I hit enter and it usually tabs itself in, and then the last line, enter and tab. All right, and I've got it perfectly formatted with hanging indentations. Now we also need to make sure that our Works Cited is in alphabetical order, and that's according to this very first word. So in this case, it's author's last name. All right, once I've done my entire Works Cited, I'll just copy and paste this right onto my slides. Y'all have a really good rest of your afternoon, and please email me if you need anything.